hear his ad stop on Tuesday. He's going for Thursday. He's going to spend a lot of money. It just shows you that you can't buy an election. I mean, there's a point at which people say, you got to bring the goods a little bit too. You got to bring the goods.
Talking about Bloomberg, obviously.
Why did Pocahontas destroy him? I'll tell you.
I know a lot of you have seen this video already.
And look what I did to her.
We got to see it
She
again.
choked. You know, she went out and got a test because I was killing her with a Pocahontas. Remember I said, I have more Indian blood in me than she does, and I have none. Right? I said it to her. Love to have some, but I have none. And she was getting hit with that name, Pocahontas. That was one of the good ones. And they said, we want you to apologize for that name. And I did. I apologized. Nobody ever heard me apologize before. I apologized. To the real Pocahontas, I apologize. But she went out and she said, oh, this guy's killing me. Remember, she was dropping like a rock. But I learned something. Never do it too early. A year and a half before the election, I said, what am I doing? I should have saved it. But that's all right. Because she had those burning embers, and then she started, but ultimately she failed. She's gone, sir. But she was really mean to Mini Mike, I'll tell you, the way she treated him. He didn't know what hit him. He's going, oh, get me off of this stage. Get me off! Get me off of this stage!
No matter how many times you see it, you gotta appreciate it. Alright, we'll pause it there. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Thursday, March 5th, and wanted to show you that video again for a lot of you, or for those of you who hadn't seen it, just to put it out there for you. It's timeless. No matter how many times you watch it, you get a chuckle every time he squats down at the podium. That's a video that's going to go down in infamy, definitely. Just wanted to show that as a preface to this article that I'm going to talk about real quick. And you all know the news. When I shoot my videos, it's usually midnight, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, the day after. So you all heard this information earlier in the day. Bloomberg dropped out. So, you know, Trump being the stand-up gentleman that he is, the one that never would go there in terms of kicking a man when he's down. All right, enough joking. So after Bloomberg dropped out, the back and forth between Trump and Bloomberg, which I'm definitely going to miss, by the way. Obviously, Bloomberg's still going to be around meddling because he's endorsing Biden and all that, but the Twitter back and forth was great. And when Bloomberg dropped out, or since Bloomberg's dropped out, now to me it maybe just doesn't have that same kind of feel as it did when Bloomberg was actually trying to run and get the Democratic nomination. A Trump-Bloomberg face-off. If Bloomberg had gotten the nomination, it would have been epic. We'll go through this real quick, and mainly just with a tweet that he talked about. Like I said, most of you know the news. Bloomberg dropped out. Trump, never missing an opportunity, had to jump in on this. You know he would. So here's the tweet. Mini Mike just quit the race for president. I could have told him long ago that he didn't have what it takes, and he would have saved himself $1 billion, the real cost. Now he will pour money into Sleepy Joe's campaign, hoping to save face. It won't work. Also, it looks like Bloomberg came back here with a tweet, a clip from Star Wars, and I've never watched any of the Star Wars films at all. I think as a kid I might have seen the original Star Wars in the theater. So let's check this clip out real quick and see what Bloomberg's got in return.
Your power is a weak old man. You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
So, I guess that's it. It's Star Wars. I guess he's going with it because he thinks it's something that people will know. But much like his meme campaign where he was trying to pay individuals to make him look cool, again, he seems to have come up short, so to speak. Appreciate the effort, though. But let's scroll down here. It looks like Trump has a reply to this. A few minutes later, Trump tweeted again, this time singling out Bloomberg's campaign advisor, Tim O'Brien. So Mini Mike will now fire Tim O'Brien and all of the fools and truly dumb people who got him into this mess. This has been the worst and most embarrassing experience of his life. And now on to Sleepy Joe. Alright, it looks like he has another one here. Mini Mike, 3 months ago, I entered the race for president to defeat Donald Trump, and I failed miserably. Gotta love Twitter. Like I said, the back and forth is great. I'm sure Mini Mike got Mike Bloomberg got a few hits in as well, but that's the great thing about Twitter. It keeps on giving. The news cycle keeps on giving. That's pretty much all for that article. It goes on to talk about how Bloomberg won America's Samoa, which I talked about in my other video. He spent $500 million to win American Samoa, which makes you wonder why they even voted for him in the first place. I'm not even sure that Mike's ever been to American Samoa. Neither have I, but I was looking into it, and it looks like a nice place to visit. Again, that's just a quick video about Trump and Bloomberg, since, like I said, when I shoot the videos, it's early morning, so I kind of miss the cycle a lot of times of stuff that happens in the day. Bloomberg, I honestly didn't think that he would drop out so soon. I guess it shouldn't come as a surprise, being kind of like a crony type individual, and I use that term a little bit, but just kind of like an individual that, even though he has the ego, the bottom line for him is that he'll get behind the party no matter what. So I was actually surprised to see him kind of put his ego in check a little bit for the betterment of the party. By the party, I mean like the moderate wing of the party, the Joe Biden type. So I was actually surprised that he dropped out so quick. With all of that money, I thought maybe he would have tried to hang on a bit, being as though this race is really important to the Democrats. First and foremost, to beat Sanders. I mean, Trump's a different thing. If they lose to Trump, I don't think they see it as that huge of a deal. Losing to Sanders, and then kind of the ripple effect of the down ballot races that Sanders would definitely impact, as a lot of independents would swing towards Trump, a lot of more moderate Democrats would have swung towards Trump, or people would have just stayed home, which would have cost them Senate seats, it would have cost them congressional seats. Agenda number one was to get Bernie out of the way, and I think that whoever was involved at the highest level of the DNC was able to rationalize with Mike and say, hey, look, you didn't get your shot at Trump this time. Biden, you know, he probably can't beat him either, but goal number one is to get Bernie out. If Bernie had captured the nomination, then you would have this huge kind of like massive overhaul of the party in general. So again, I guess cooler heads prevailed. Bloomberg put his ego aside, which is actually a good thing for the Democratic Party. Those of you on the right have to understand that as well, that Bernie running against Trump would have been the best thing for Trump and conservatives and righties everywhere. But definitely, like I said, this is a power play, something to, at the very least, avoid the embarrassment of having Trump go against Sanders and it costing them all the seats in the Senate and Congress with all the down ballot support that would go towards Trump from individuals that would otherwise probably be Democratic voters, independents, some of the more moderate Democrats. Just a quick video, just wanted to touch on Bloomberg real quick. Short race, short-lived, and like I said, unfortunately we won't get the heightened Twitter back and forth in terms of like the stakes of it all. You know, Bloomberg doesn't have a lot personally now invested in this. Ego he does, of course. Personally, I think the tweets cut a little bit deeper when he still had a lot to play for in the game. So that's the video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a good day.